Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. As you guys know, the markets have been insanely volatile over the last couple weeks. This has caused a lot of people to get shaken out of their long-term bags. Many people have panic sold XRP, many people have panic sold other altcoins, and so today's video, I want to dive in and share with you guys a bunch of really important charts that are going to perfectly explain where I think prices are headed, and I've got a new chart that I wanted to update you guys with that is going to completely blow your minds. This is one of the most important videos that I'm going to make for you guys because this is going to map out exactly what I think is going to be happening with the market and why now is the time to get bullish more than ever before. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Make sure that you guys click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the fastest growing and the very best Discord community out there in crypto. My server has over 17,000 members and growing so fast. You guys can join by clicking inside the description of this video, and there you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord server. On the Discord server, I also offer my VIP content like the video course and signals. So if you guys want to copy every single trade that I take, follow my entire long-term portfolio, as well as get access to private VIP videos that I only make for members of my Discord server, then make sure you guys stay all the way to the end of this video because then I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can get signed up, the pros of doing so, and what it's going to take to get you guys going today. Alrighty guys, one final thought is to make sure to download my free ebook. This is an ebook made for new guys getting into the market that's going to help you guys understand the ins and outs of trading and investing. This is an ebook that I wish I would have had when I first got into the market, and I know it's going to help you guys out a lot. So once again, links are provided for you in the description to download. It's free. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so first things first, we're going to start by taking a look at Bitcoin here. I just want to talk about a couple key points here. Now, first things first, as it stands, on the shorter time frames, we're going to dive into that, but on this 3-day time frame, I just wanted to keep you guys aware that there's always the potential that we could end up retesting this previous high. You know, we haven't had any significant retest of that high. There's always the potential that that could play out, and so just be aware of that. You know, if you're waiting to buy Bitcoin, I'd wait for some type of correction. This would be about a 15% move to retest that all-time high. Do we have to hit the high? No, of course not. We could actually get another impulse higher before that happens, but I just want you guys to be aware. I just want you guys to be aware that we could end up retesting this high before we go higher. But when we drop to the shorter time frames, this is kind of what I see playing out. On the shorter time frames, I do think it looks a little bit more bullish. This to me kind of looks like a diamond consolidation pattern or a pennant, however you want to call it. And I do think we're going to be breaking out higher once again. Obviously, there is the bearish alternative, which sees this being a head and shoulder formation, which we could sell off from. But I honestly don't think that that's going to be the case. I'm going to continue to bet on this long-term trend that we have built here. Every time we get one of these consolidation patterns, it breaks bullish. So until that changes, I'm going to continue to hold my bullish bias. I think the next leg up could take us between 26 and 28,000. And so just be aware for that, guys. Realistically, we're still kind of playing out based off of my prior analysis. Overall, I'm still bullish. I still don't think that the market structure has been broken quite yet. Yes, there is the potential we could retest this high, but on the shorter time frames, I think it still looks a little bit more bullish than bearish. This will create one more impulse, which after this impulse, guys, I'm going to be honest, I do think we're going to get some type of correction down here. We haven't seen one up to this point. This doesn't really count, in my opinion. This doesn't count either. I think that this next impulse, if we can get a quick impulse, 26 to 28K, I think that that should be enough of a move that we should start to see a bigger correction back down. That, in my opinion, will take us back to that all-time high mark. I don't think it's much likely that we're going to be falling all the way back down to 14K, not after the breakout of the all-time high. So this is the type of stuff that I would be watching for. Be aware of that. Now let's actually dive into the important parts of this video today, because these are going to be some of the most important charts that I ever make for this channel that's going to perfectly explain where I think prices are headed over the next couple months. So the first chart on the list today is going to be the Bitcoin dominance, right? The Bitcoin dominance is a really important chart to talk about today because ultimately what we're seeing in the Bitcoin dominance is us breaking out of the resistance, right? This is a really important update that I wanted to give you guys today. we have finally broken out of this resistance. And so what that means is the Bitcoin dominance is bullish. What that means is Bitcoin dominance is most likely going to go for one more leg higher, and the altcoin Bitcoin pairs will bleed because of that. Most likely. Not all of them will. Some of them will maintain their bullish stance. DeFi altcoins should outperform, but I do think that we're going to get one more impulse. Is it possible we could top out here? Yes, it's possible. But what I was watching for was a breakout of this resistance. I said that as long as we were below this resistance, we were bearish for new lows. We broke out of that, so obviously my trading plan has to change and adapt. Now, this is actually brings me to a really important point that I wanted to make, and why I personally think that 79% is going to be the top for this Bitcoin cycle, and why after we hit 79%, altcoins are going to have the biggest bull run that we've ever seen. And I'm going to share with you guys it right now. So guys, here we are taking a look at the altcoin market cap chart. This is the dominance for the altcoins. Basically what this shows is the market cap that was the market share that is controlled by altcoins. So right here we can see this number 31. That means 31% of all of the market. That means 31% of all the money inside of the market is controlled by the altcoins, right? So the altcoins have dominance of 31%. Now, guys, I wanted to give you guys this chart today because this is going to perfectly explain what we're seeing across the board on the altcoins, what we're seeing with Bitcoin, and what is actually going to be playing out from here. I've found a really amazing chart pattern and really just a pattern that is continuously blowing my mind here. I can't believe the altcoins have followed it this identically, and it shows exactly how the altcoin market cap is growing to a fractal that we've seen play out time and time again. Now, guys, this is the Fibonacci sequence. Many of you guys maybe have not heard of it. Maybe a lot of you guys have heard of it. I would hope you guys have heard of it. Basically, what the Fibonacci sequence is it's all of the mathematics that govern existence. So all of these spirals that we see, whether you picked up a pine cone, whether you were to look at anything else, guys, virtually anything, even the trees, the branches, how they make like spirals. Well, it's this spiral that basically governs all of mathematics and all of existence entirely. It's called the golden spiral, right? This is seashells. This is in, plants, flowers, animals, everything. It's in literally everything. And this is the mathematics behind it. It creates this spiral. Now, this is the actual sequence itself. Basically, the way that you take these numbers is you go 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 and 2 is 5, 5 and 3 is 8, and so on and so forth, right? The reason this equation came to be was because of the breeding of rabbits. Basically, Leonardo of Fibonacci came up with the idea of he wanted to figure out how many rabbits could breed based off of one secular parent and then another parent, right? And so they took one parent, and then you combine that with 1, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 1 equals 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 and 2 is 5, right? And so that's how the equation actually came about. Now, when we take these equivalents and we plug it into what we're seeing with the altcoin dominance chart, you guys are going to start to notice something really insane. So, once again, the Fibonacci equation starts 1 plus 1 equals 2. So let's take it over to this chart here. Now, as you guys can see, this pretty much starts at like 5% dominance, and that's just because we don't have enough price history to go off of. We don't know exactly which was the first altcoin. We don't have all of that data to go off of. And so because of that, we can't see the 1 plus 1 equals 2 and 2 is 3, right? So and because of that, we can't see all of the price history. So basically, what I wanted to share with you guys is the fact that each and every one of the times we retest this trend line, so we hit this trend line and then the altcoins pump, right? So each one of these pumps in the price basically means the altcoin dominance rising. So this one was a 600% pump. This one we came down and retested that trend line. This one was a 300% pump. This one came retest the trend line. This one was a 200% pump, right? And so each and every time we hit this trend line, altcoins go crazy. So this is the altcoin dominance. Now, guys, this is important to understand because each one of these retests of this trend line is a Fibonacci equivalent. And I'm going to share with you guys right now. So the way that this starts, since we don't have all the price history, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 and 1 equals 3. So the first number of this equivalent is going to be 3%. If we come over here, we can see that the side of this chart is showing a 3% dominance, about 3.31%. It's close enough that I don't care. So we're going to give that to them right there, 3%. So let's see if this pattern continues here. This is the bottom, this is the bottom, 3% dominance is our first equivalent to the Fibonacci sequence, and then we pump, right? And then we fall to retest this trend line again. Now, the way that this should work 3 was the next number in our equation. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So 5% should be the next number. Let's see if this retest equals 5% dominance. So right here, the bottom, 5%, guys. You see that? 5% dominance. So we lay our next number of the equation down, which is 5%. And what happens? It creates the next alt season, right? Altcoins rally. We have this big 300% pump here. And then we do it again. So this is what takes us to the next equivalent in our Fibonacci equation. 5 plus 3 equals 8. So right here should be 8% dominance. Let's check. Looky there, guys, right on the dot. 8% dominance right there. That is insane, guys. And this is perfectly explaining why the altcoin dominance is literally growing to the Fibonacci equation. It is literally fractaling out this spiral. And that's how altcoins are literally growing right now, guys. This is exactly what we're seeing in the altcoin market. All right, guys, now let's see if it plays out again. 8 plus 5 equals 13. So is this 13%? Sure enough, 13% dominance right there. So how crazy is that, guys? Literally every single time the altcoin dominance retests this trend line and then altcoins pump, it's literally a Fibonacci equivalent. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 and 2 is 5. 5 and 3 is 8, 8 and 5 is 13, 13 and 8 takes us to the next number of our equivalent, which, guys, 8 and 13 equals 21. So let's see if the next number is 21%, which theoretically, guys, should take us to the next bottom of this equation. So 21% dominance is about right there. Looky there, guys. The next equation, the next number in our equation of this Fibonacci sequence literally takes us to the retest of this trend line. So based off of this chart, guys, what is showing right now is that the altcoin dominance is going to actually fall to 21% dominance. We're actually going to get one more leg lower down here. And because of that, the Bitcoin dominance is going to go for one more leg higher. This is going to bleed altcoins for the short term. Dollar pairs will rise with Bitcoin rising. That's just going to be the guarantee. But altcoins won't outperform Bitcoin until Bitcoin hits the 79% dominance. Because this is going to be the way it goes, guys. You know, up to this point, we've pretty much followed this. We're still in an internal downtrend in this dominance. Even if we break up a little bit higher, this is still a big downtrend. When we actually take the Bitcoin dominance chart and then we overlay this descending resistance, you guys are going to start to understand a little bit more of what I mean here. Because all we're doing is just gearing up for a retest of this trend line. So if 79% dominance takes us to about... So 79% dominance takes us to about right here, right at the perfect retest of this trend line. So what I think is going to happen is we're going to get one more impulse. We're going to hit this trend line, and that's ultimately going to take us into a nasty rejection that will see us bleeding into new all-time, into new lows for Bitcoin dominance. And that's ultimately when we're going to see altcoins hit this trend line. That'll be the retest of the 21% dominance. That'll be 79% Bitcoin dominance, and that'll be 21% dominance for the altcoins. We'll see that retest happen here. And then from there, that's when we're actually going to get the next alt season in its place. And so this is the analysis that I had for you guys. This is what's ultimately going to take us to 21% dominance, which is what's going to form right here. I just wanted to give you guys this update because I've never seen anybody cover this exact analysis before. It's very obvious what's happening. Basically, altcoins are growing to this Fibonacci equivalent. And so even though Bitcoin dominance might climb for the short term, even though Bitcoin dominance will go for a higher high, the thing to understand here is altcoin dominance is coming back onto support of this trend line. And then once it hits this trend line, altcoins are just going to go insane. And people that are investing in altcoins are going to make the majority of the money. Because, guys, you got to understand that, yes, you can make a lot of money off Bitcoin, but if you don't have a ton of money to invest with, you're going to make the most money on your altcoins. And so there's no reason to get super discouraged. Even if you're buying altcoins and you're seeing Bitcoin outperform, guys, this is the way that the cycles work. Once altcoins take off, they go insane. And we have an opportunity of making a lot of money off of them. We just have to be patient for the time to come in which this actually plays out. So anyways, guys, this is the video I had for you. I just wanted to cover some of these basics. I wanted to talk about this chart today because I haven't seen anybody talk about it. And it still shows that the altcoins are very much bullish. This is a chart made for specifically for people that are really scared right now, that are really just wondering what the heck is going on in the markets, because really everything's following pretty closely to plan and nothing's really changed thus far. I think that Bitcoin will outperform a little bit longer than expected, but you guys, obviously this is going to be okay because 2021 was the year of the altcoins anyways. We've kind of already known that. And so to close out this year, I think we're going to get altcoin capitulation as we as we rally closer to 21% to close out 2020 and heading into 2021. So guys, if you guys like what I do on this channel, you guys support what I do, and most importantly, you want to copy every single thing that I'm doing, you want to follow what I'm doing with my money, you guys should really check out my video course in Signals. I offer 2 different packages inside of my Discord. I offer the video course, which is 20 educational videos. I'm going to teach you guys the ins and outs of trading and investing. And then I also offer my Signals, the ability to copy my portfolio. So with the video course, you guys are going to learn basically technical analysis off of those 20 educational videos. Then on my Signals, you guys are going to get the ability to copy my entire long-term portfolio, where I've allocated every bit of my investments. You guys are also going to get access to my entire trading plan. All of the other trades that I take, DeFi trades, mid cap, low cap, high caps, all of them are going to get posted inside of my Discord. So if you guys want to know exactly what I'm doing with my money, you want to copy all of that, make sure you guys sign up today by clicking inside the description of this video, and they're going to find the link to my website. You guys can purchase them together or separate. If you guys can only purchase one, I always recommend going with the Signals first, because the Signals are going to be the way for you guys to copy my portfolio, copy the Signals, and make these same profits with me. So once again, guys, links are provided for you in the description. One final thought before we jump up into the guys, before we wrap up the video, is if you don't want to sign up for any of my VIP stuff, I do have a free ebook that's linked in the description. This is an ebook made specifically for new guys getting into the market that want to understand a little bit more of the ins and outs of trading and investing. I've made this ebook free for you guys because I know it's going to help a lot of you guys getting into the market like it helped me. So once again, it's free. You can download it. Links are provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, I will catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.